They're alright. That's what I'm talking about. 5 people, including me. Shift everything to the right a little bit. So this will give me plenty of time to focus on every objective single-handedly, which is the exact kind of practice I need. Guy is gonna get there pretty quickly. So am I. By the way, I changed my microphone settings yesterday. I made the, I'm not sure if I messed with the right settings, but I think I made the upper end of the volume quieter, so if I'm ever, like, excited or something, or talking loudly, it shouldn't blow your ears out as much. Let me know if I'm too quiet, or if that didn't help. Oh, there's another one. Ooh, let's go to that one. We'll let that guy have that. Better let me have this one. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't... If I did things correctly, I shouldn't... Everything else should be normal, just when I'm louder, it shouldn't be as loud. I'm basically trying to make the quieter stuff and the loud stuff not as, like, reduce the contrast between it, so, you know, if I'm ever really loud for some reason, it doesn't blow out people's ears. Now let's remove trim here, because we want to get good at flying in manual, not good at setting trim. Close. Grand tires. Got one. Only that one. Really just only that anti-air here? Alright. It'd be nice to aim this, but we can practice aiming at long distances. Mr. Love Apple's YouTube. Free. Thank you for the follow. And Daniel Person. Thank you for the follow. I'll let him take that last guy. Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. Go ahead and start setting trim. So I've been flying this thing enough, I can kind of remember what the trim settings are. I think it's like 16 for the rudder pedals, 24 for the elevator. That's pretty good. That'll get me flying pretty straight. Go ahead and reset our miniguns, if possible. Start raising your voice a bit. Am I too quiet right now? Yeah. Let me readjust my microphone. Can y'all hear me right now? Any tips for flying helicopters with mouse and keyboard? Yeah, just let me kill these things real quick. I'll answer. Improve trim. Oh, cool. Oh, never mind. Okay, this is weird. Why is he on fire? Let's go over there. We are the fastest helicopter here. Convoy there. I'll let the Mi-4 handle that convoy and the thing. Get my trim settings right. Okay. Do negative 24. Actually, no, we'll do negative 20. Aileron trim. Okay. So, as for tips, I'll say I don't know much about flying a helicopter with mouse and keyboard. I'll say this, if you have CCIP, and you can use mouse and keyboard to accurately snipe people with the cockpit sight. And if you want to watch someone who is better than me in a helicopter, and in terms of like they can consistently get like a lot of kills and ground RP, you should check out a guy called Fenrissa. I don't remember his YouTube name, but he's in my Discord, and he has his own YouTube channel. He does a lot of helicopter stuff, just about as much as me, and he exclusively flies with mouse and keyboard, and he's really good with it. So, if you wanna any tips on like specific tips, and you can watch him. But if I was using mouse and keyboard, if I wanted to be consistently good with first spawning rockets, I would keep my distance and I would use CCIP and the mouse aim to get very precise long-range shots. That is what I would do. As for like coming in close with mouse and keyboard, I don't know. I would still prefer manual control. But yeah. Yeah, I think this game mode really... I think 8 helicopters is plenty for this game mode. I think any more than that per match is just too much. Honestly, I'm starting to feel like this is too much, but... At least for the difficulty, because this is pretty easy. I'm using one of the most underpowered vehicles. I actually hit him. That was a blind shot. Goodness for red berries. I blacked out the barrel. You know what? We're just gonna do that. Well, you know what? We'll take these things out with rockets. Gotta aim for those turret parts. Gotta hit them twice. Because I'm using snebs. It would be so cool if I could aim these miniguns. It would be so awesome. Ran out of minigun ammo at the perfect time. Okay. Did our trim set again and now so 1624. That is more than 16 and 24. I will do one. No, we'll keep aileron trim at 1. Okay. Yeah, let me readjust chat real quick. That's pretty good. I thought I died for a sec. Let's fix trim. So that we're not flying downwards. This way I can easily look around chat if I need to. Use mouse and keyboard as main, and I had great success going in close with the H1G. The mouse is so helpful aiming the 40mm while being ultra accurate for aiming rockets. Yeah, that's the one nice thing about mouse aim that I wish I was able to do. I wish I could aim my turret while flying without having to go into gunner view. So I don't blame people for flying with the mouse when it comes to helicopters. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. Thank you for the follow. I just play the waiting game. Sorry, I'm trying to type in chat. Molest my microphone. 22 minutes of fuel, so we should probably land. I know we'll be fine. And again, there's not much going on, so we'll land at this helipad. My frame rate here, not bad. Oh yeah, never mind, we're gonna go to that first. Never do those landing tasks correctly. Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but it's whatever. I think all it really does is allow people to spawn more of them. If you want to play all you see with my age, for summer. Yeah. This is the one game mode where I've actually ran out of fuel, other than Air Sim. Well, I guess Air RV, especially top tier, people run out of fuel because they're just running that afterburner all the time. Alright, now we're going to slowly transition to no auto trim. I saw that tree, I was greedy. I was like, oh, I could totally get this shot. Let's practice, like, flicking it, and like, I made the shot, so. I'm still amazed with how many people who play this game mode still don't know that they need to land on a point after they land on the land on the helipad after they land on the A point, because what happened to that dude? He just disappeared. Did he die? Good thing I have miniguns, because if I was trying to do this with like really slow firing weaponry, this would take a while. I know it's kind of for a tank-based game, 7.62 guns don't really mean much, especially at higher tiers. But when it comes to like this, the miniguns really give you an advantage over other weaponry. Other, you know, small caliber in terms of War Thunder weaponry. I think another reason why these 106 things are so hard to kill is not only does the infantry not render, but there's no ammo rack for you to shoot, unlike other vehicles. Also doesn't help that I can't aim. But it is good practice, trying to aim like that. Wait, does he only have miniguns? I think that guy only brought miniguns. Flying half a Swedish plane. I was looking at you and I landed. I landed safely. That's what to do here. We have an MI4 over there. I don't know if that person is just taking care of the MI-24 in this lobby is bombing those places, which is good. The best helicopter for the job. I think the MI4 is taking care of convoys. What is what? Something wrong with my stream? Let's fix our trim. We are slowly pointing towards the ground. I don't want to run into another tree. The landing you walk away from, right? Poor dude in yellow. Your 40 GMs now go to thin. The bots are like... Oh. Wait till you see what my monitor is on. You think this setup is beautiful? I think there's going to be a assault over here pretty soon. I don't know if I should fly to it, because there's already like the whole team's over there. They're gonna swarm that thing in like 2 seconds. So you know what, let's you know, we'll go over there. We'll go over there, quick. This game mode is way too easy, I'm telling you. For the amount of helicopters in this mode, it is just way too easy. We have 8 helicopters. Well, 7, because one guy left. And we're all gonna swarm this. They have 4 anti-airs that are not... I've never seen any of these Crusader anti-airs take out a helicopter before in this game mode. So I don't even know. Yeah, like that's arguably probably the worst helicopter. The worst anti-air to take out helicopters that Gaijin could have given. you know, there realistically should be auto cannons and or smaller caliber, faster rate of fire stuff. Gonna practice minigun here. Unfortunate that I died. That was a waste of, what, 10,000 SL? This thing's so freaking expensive. You know, I might keep my trim at these settings, because that actually kind of made things easier. You know, maybe I should make a helicopter trim video, where or might be time I do individual helicopter videos, just like, maybe not a weekly thing, but definitely a monthly thing. I should do one video on a helicopter every month. I think I'll start off with the Italian starter, the AB205. Once I fly this thing enough, I could definitely make a video on how to use this thing in all the game modes that you can use it, at least. So yeah, I think I'll do that. Howdy, Wilhelm the Destroyer. Howdy, Solar Pike. No M160s? No, not in this game mode. Dynescape 1, thank you for the follow. Muramasa, thank you for the follow. Only reason I hate playing Germany Sim props is the trim. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of trim either. But I mean, I'm not a big fan of German World War II stuff. So, and yes, this is a UH-1. This is a Italian-made UH-1, either D or H. I believe it's the H. I don't know what the A-1 designation means exactly. I think it means it's the upgrade, the H version, but I don't know. But it's one of those. It's basically the transport Huey. Transport version, not the gunship version. Firing on the right side. Okay, that thing should have died already. Oh, okay, that was weird. Was it delayed? Oh, there's another one. Crap. I should take him out. See, there's two of them over here. I didn't even realize I was flying like right next to him, and neither of them hit me once. Not fly next to them. Like, this is why these anti-airs are a little too underpowered. But I get this is the first helicopter. To be fair, around the time of these early helicopters, there was no radar-guided anti-air. Like, they were still using 40 mils and Boffer cannons with no radar, like Dusters, and Russia was using the WZ, or not the friggin' ZSU-57 and stuff like that. I mean, there were some autocannons, but they were not that common. Uh-oh. We're getting some packet loss issue, I think. they are over here. Take out that guy. Come on, I want to practice. Yeah, this game would be more fun with less people. Just everyone's fighting for the same objective. Like if it wasn't for that MI-24 bombing all those points, he's literally all he's doing is just flying to those points, bombing them, shooting ATGMs at the Falcons. I believe that's what he's doing. So that means the other 6 people are left to fight for the front lines, the landing points, and the convoys. And as we've already established, one helicopter, as of right now, with no ATGMs and only 14 rockets and miniguns, can easily take out an entire one of those objectives with no issue. So they either need to make the game mode more difficult, and therefore increase the rewards, because, things are going to be more difficult, or they should just reduce the amount of people. Not sure what they should do exactly. Like I said, there's a lot of... If I was given full creative liberty, I would have made a slightly, well, quite a bit different game mode, but in the scheme of what War Thunder's capable of, this is not a terrible game mode. I'm so glad they added this. Like, they could have done so many things. This is a really good option. I don't know what I'm supposed to do right here. And there's some bombers floating around outside the map. And I think that's one of the reasons why there's not many ground objectives. They should really just get rid of those at these lower tiers, because there's no way to really fight them. I mean, the most well-equipped helicopter... I don't even know. None of these helicopters have AAMs. And only a couple of them have turrets. And only very few of them are even quick enough to catch up to the bombers. So, yeah. They should just honestly get rid of them. We do ground... Yes, I'm doing this for practice right now. Sim guides, by the way. Thank you, Murmos. That's not meaningful. How long do you play this game? I play this game like I don't know what you mean. I've played this. If you're asking like how long have I played this game, I've played it for about 4,500 hours on Steam, but a lot of that's like, I won't say a lot, but a significant portion of that's probably just me not playing, like just AFK at the menu or something, because I'm video editing or whatever. We can look at flight time for helicopters. I can definitely look at that. Make sure I'm not going to crash into the ground here. So as for RB, my flight time should have gone up quite a bit. Yeah, 12 days. So if you multiply by 24... hours. What is that? That's easily like, what, 250 hours just in RB? And I don't know if this counts for AB. It should. Sure. Okay, yeah. So this, I believe this does count. Yeah, see, like, we have these 3 helicopters. They're gonna rush this convoy. And even with Falcons, it's not that threatening. So I don't know how I don't know how I feel about what they should do with helicopter PVE. Realistically, I think they should just have a harder version of this mode, either in sim or realistic battles, so that you can have the easy mode for people to learn helicopters and at least make back their money and maybe a little bit of profit, because the mode is, so easy. And then they have like a harder version of the mode with either less players or it's more difficult. Only problem with the sim mode, though, is they would need to fix the AI so that they're not shooting through trees and stuff, because it's impossible to fight against something that's, like, shooting you through concealment. That you cannot identify or see or anything. What? A non-pin? What's that Falcon doing way off the road? Oh, too low to the ground. Give me a break. Oh. So he can't do anything to his tracks? Maybe. Probably not, though. Out of ammo now. Just call me Legion. Thank you for the follow. I'll let these two guys fight over that tank, and we're gonna go back this way. You know, I would actually go for those bombers, but they're outside of the map, and I wouldn't be able to reach them unless I had an ATGM. It's kind of stupid. I'm just amazed they haven't gotten rid of those things yet for this game mode. Back to play coup, and so there's literally nothing to do right now. This is why this mode needs work. There's 8 helicopters here, and not a single one has anything to do. Like, there should be either the task should be more difficult and rewarding, or there should be less helicopters. Because realistically, there's no way this mode will ever be like... I've never seen anyone lose this game mode before, because it's so easy. There's so many people, there's so little stuff to do, and it's so easy for one person to do it. That if you are in the slowest helicopter, you're really not going to have much fun. I mean, I'm amazed that my forest had anything to do. The only reason I have seen that person get any kills is because they were the only one down here. They had, like, pretty much free reign on any convoys that spawned. SPHs. Hold on, let me scroll and chat. No, I don't think proxy fuse SPAAs should be at this VR. Maybe in the later ones, but not this one. I don't think there should be PR brackets. I just think it should be... Well, let me guess. I don't know exactly what you mean by that. There should be more brackets. I thought you meant like VR matchmaking for helicopter PV person. Well, yeah, that's how it works right now. They all have their own VR. Their HeliSim EC? No? There's not. Just started air sim and I have a hard time aiming my guns with the joystick. Any tips for things to focus on? Oh. I mean, I wouldn't recommend aiming with the joystick. You know, I would go for aiming with the mouse if you can. If you can't do that, hold on a second, let me try sniping this thing. I have to get direct hits on that turret. Not help. Yeah, I'm doing nothing to it, right? It should be dead by now. I don't understand what's going on. I'm not even getting hit registers. Okay, well that's weird. I think it's bugged, because they shouldn't be over here anyways. Let's see, can I does it tell me I hit it? Okay, something's weird here. I don't know what's going on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna land, and I'm just gonna leave the match. I think I have enough practice, and honestly, it's kind of, there's a lot of people here. I don't know. Oh, now all the objectives pop up. So there's now there's 3 objectives, but a little buggy for me, and well, I don't feel like fighting like 4 cobras for them, so let's just land and we'll start RB, because it's been like an hour. Let's land. I practice a good landing, and then we'll... This thing is just so much power behind it, like, you really gotta be gentle with those lower collectives. Like, I only need 10% collective to stay off the ground. On the H. Land on the H. That's good enough. Yeah, as for aiming guns with a joystick, I wouldn't recommend that. But I would use the mouse. I only use the joystick to aim Saclos ATGMs in, like, the ATGM view. Specifically the very slow firing ones, like this, the Swedish one, and maybe the SS11s, because it is a lot easier to aim those with the, the hat switch at close ranges than it is the, the mouse at times, because I can still have like perfect control of my helicopter.